This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga, dudes and dudettes. This is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the new Marvel Legends X-23. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in your standard Marvel Legends window box packaging. Turning the box around, we can see an image of the figure at the top, and at the bottom, all the other pieces from this wave, including the Build-A-Figure Sasquatch. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here's X-23 out of the box. And man, I am really excited that I have this figure in my collection, because in full disclosure, X-23 is actually my favorite Marvel female of all time. Now, I know she hasn't been around a very long time when it comes to comic book lore, but I absolutely love this character. I think she is so incredibly cool, and I have been waiting a long time for them to make her in her X-Force gear, and I cannot wait to check her out with you guys. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. So since X-23 is the smallest figure of this entire wave, it's only natural that she comes with the biggest part of the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure, that being of the upper torso, and that is the only accessory that we get. So with the accessory out of the way, let's take a closer look at X-23. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at X-23. Now, I am excited for this figure quite a bit. I have just been a fan of hers ever since her debut in comics a while back, and she really has become my favorite Marvel female. And I don't know what it is, but I dig her so much. And again, I'm not a giant Wolverine fan, but X-23, in my opinion, just is truly a badass, and I love her. I used to have the old, was it the Toy Biz X-23 from the Marvel Legends one? And that was a cool figure. I did sell it from now. I kind of wish I had kept it a while back, but I do not. So I'm really glad that I got this one, because I've been waiting for an updated figure of X-23, and this one is great. First of all, it's in those uncanny X-Force like colors in that suit and whatnot, and I am a huge fan of that, just like I explained in the X-Force Deadpool video. And I think Hasbro did a great job with it. The sculpt looks great. Her body sculpt, she even got a little bit of abs right there. The belt looks good with the red X and the silver markings. All just looks fantastic, and more like signature boots that she wears, and kind of like goth boots with all those straps and buckles. I just think that came out really, really nicely done. The paint looks pretty clean for the most part, and I know on a lot of Marvel Legends, when it comes to like black, some colors tend to peek through it and the scratches and whatnot, but this all actually looks pretty good for the most part. They even got those like tiger stripes, kind of like a nod to Wolverine around the shoulders right here. I think those came out pretty clean too. Just all looks really good. I love the windswept hair. That looks fantastic. I kind of wish we had got an alternate head, because pretty much no matter what pose you put her in, she's gonna have that windswept hair. I kind of wish they would have something straight down too, but that's just me. I'm sure a lot of you guys love that, and it's a really nice skull too. The hair looks fantastic. They did such a good job with that. The face looks really cool, nice and angry and pissed and gorgeous. Nice bright red lips. I love how they got her mask with the big red eyes, and again, a little gray right in the center, kind of a nod to the Wolverine mask and whatnot. Just looks really good. I do love her claws that we got here like that. Just looks awesome. Looks really, really cool. Snick. I just think those look badass. I will say I wish they were a little bit of a brighter chrome, but again, that's just me. These aren't terrible by any means. for my personal preference, I wish they were a little bit of a brighter silver, which I'll probably end up painting myself anyway. But I will complain about this. Where are her feet claws, her toe claws? Does she not use those anymore in the books, or did Hasbro just not give them to us? That was one of the coolest things about that old Toy Biz toy, is that they had the claws that would retract or like fold in, and you could fold them out to the toe, and she could use her toe claws. Like, why would they not give us? No, that's like a big thing for X-23. That's what makes her so unique, is that she doesn't have that third claw in her hand. She has one in her feet. Like, I don't know, that's just weird to me when I saw that. I'm like, oh, that's kind of disappointing. So yeah, that's probably my biggest complaint about this figure. Other than that, she's really, really cool, and I'm, again, very glad to have her in the collection, because I'm so stoked and hyped on putting together my X-Force teams, just throughout the eras of different X-Force teams, and this is a great addition to that set. So hopefully we get more of them, and hopefully we get a re-release of some of those ones, because I missed out on the things like the X-Force Archangel, you know what I mean, which was a great figure, and I really, really want that one, so, and it's too high priced these days, so it is what it is. Other than that, we don't really get any other accessories. I kind of wish we got some interchangeable hands. We do just get that BAF piece for the Sasquatch, but I'll take a look at that later. So that's really all we get. So, I wish he had more, but it's not a big deal. Let's go to the articulation now. So the head is on a ball joint, does roll around a bit, does turn left and right, looks down very far, looks up and back, not so much. It is hindered by the hair, pivots a little bit. Arms can go full 360 like so, up and out about that far. We got a single bend at the elbow, as well as rotation at the elbow, which works out pretty good for the most part, since we don't have an elbow, a bicep swivel. We got rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist. We do get an ab crunch right here, cut below the breast, just like that. On a ball joint, so that rolls around a bit, does rotate left and right, pivot side to side, does not crunch forward and back as much as I like. I mean, it's virtually nothing forward. Back a little bit. I wish there was more, movement in there, especially crunching forward. There's like virtually nothing, so that's a little disappointing too. Hip joints, they kick forward that much. Back, not so much, because she got fat booty. Splits about that far. I wish it was a little more. Rotation in that upper thigh. We got double jointed knees. Rotation at the boot. We got ankle joints, so they point the toe up and down, and a really nice ankle rocker as usual. So overall, I think this is a really cool figure. I absolutely love X-23, and I think this is a great rendition of her. Quite possibly the best X-23 figure ever made, even though I know there's not that many, but still this one is pretty awesome. I think it's safe to say this is the best one made to date. My only complaint again is I need those toe claws, man. Like, where are those? They should have been in here. Other than that, she's incredibly awesome. And if you love X-23 and you love the X-Force, then I think she is definitely a must-get. So for a quick size comparison, here she is standing next to a Marvel Legends Captain America figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your X-Force comparison, here she is standing next to the Mezco 112 Collective Wolverine and Deadpool. Also for comparison, here she is standing next to all the other Marvel Legends figures from this wave that I've already previously reviewed. And just for fun, here she is standing next to little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Marvel Legends X-23. Now overall, I genuinely think this is a pretty rad action figure. I personally might be a little biased because I love X-23, and I absolutely dig the uncanny X-Force colors and suit that she's wearing. My only real big complaint is the fact that she's missing her foot claws. That's really weird, and I'm a little taken aback that why didn't they do that? Other than that, she is a great piece, and if you're looking to round out your X-Force, then she is definitely a must-get. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.